moves over that way. You know, how I look at some of this, right, is hey, if we got some rentals, I always count on, having to redo some of the flooring, take a look at repaint the house. Just when somebody moves out of the house, there's some of that regular wear and tear. We usually calculate at about 25 bucks a square foot for that kind of maintenance and everything. So, your house, I'm seeing it's about 1,500 square foot. That would be 30,000, about $30,000 to take a cleanup of the property, redo a little bit as the tenant moves out. Would you say that sounds about fair?
Yeah, yeah, I would think so.
Okay, okay. So I'm looking here. In order for us to take a look at purchasing the property, we'd be somewhere around the 140s, high 130s, low 140s. For the property. I know we were looking at about 180,000. But as we calculate in some of that work that we'd have to do on the back end, we'd probably be in the, like I said, high 130s, low 140s.
Okay. What about once?
Yeah, I would say. Let me ask you this: how long does the tenant have left in the property, or how long they on lease for?
I think we renewed the lease or started a new lease in September. So
Okay, and that they're on a year to year or month to month.
yes.
I would
Okay,
probably dive into more price here, like instead of the going back to tenants, because he just price cut himself. This is my opinion.
yeah, okay.
Because
I
what
was
number?
gonna go. So my strategy was gonna go seeing if they have it on lease and maybe price cut it since we got to keep the tenant in and can't get anybody out right away.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
how are you gonna? Let me ask you this: if you're gonna go back into price, I offered one. Let's say I offered 140. He was at one. I offered 140. He's at 160. What are you
Perfect.
going back at? What's your reason to go back into price outside of? Because my reasoning was again going back to the tenant situation, saying, hey, if we got to keep them in there, we gotta buy this and hold it for a little while before we can do any work. And kind of talk about some of that holding cost.
I like it. I would just get to it as soon as you can because as soon as somebody drops, and this is normal, this happens like in this escalation. So like with him going 160, he just dropped 20 grand. Holy hell.
Mhm.
I get excited. I'm like, all right, I'm like a kid now. I'm like, boom, motivated seller, right? Motivated. They just dropped 20 grand. So I'm like, all right, cool. Look, I know you said 160, but I'm not quite there, but I think we can meet there. What can you do? Like, what if I'm between 140 and 150? How close can you get? Just personally. That's just my
Okay.
style. You can be your style, and I want you to be, but just keep in mind, get to the point as soon as you can.
No, I think that's good because it does get to the point. No, no, no. I'm with you on that. Because like I'm trying to figure out another way to go back to price drop, but I guess there's no reason to do that if you can just be like, hey, I'm still kind of around the 140 range. Where can you meet me? Where can you meet me where we're a little bit closer to that?
Yeah, like hey, I'm between 140 and 150. It makes it more comfortable than just saying or the 140s or whatever, something like general, and be like,
Yeah.
man, I do 150. That's it. It's like cool. That's my now it's my KO. I'm like, all
Hmm.
right, look, I didn't tell you this, but I got some good news. Like I'm gonna cover closing costs too. Like you're gonna net this number. If I cover closing costs, it saves you 10%. What can you do? Oh man, I do
Yeah.
45. Cool, let's do it. Done. Like done. All right, I'll send you the contract. They told you 145. You took, you said yes.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's way better because sometimes I do come like I got to be better about being concise and to the point without being. That's part of my one of my biggest issues is being concise to the point without being. Sometimes I go roundabout because sometimes it feels overbearing. So having that fine line of getting right to the point, talking about it without being straight to the point as a whole. So roundabout numbers help that versus specific numbers as a type of example.
Remember
Um,
momentum. Just remember momentum. Like if the ball's rolling, keep the ball rolling. Right? If the ball stops, get the ball going.
yeah.
If there ain't
Okay.
nowhere for the ball to go, call somebody else. That's
Yeah.
the easiest way I could explain it. Just think momentum. I'm always like, all right, cool. I'm like a dog with a bone. You give me something, some momentum, we're rolling.
Cool. No, I appreciate that. Yeah, that's definitely one of the biggest holdups I have. Not necessarily holdups, but just areas of improvement.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Paul, you got some time? You want to be the house owner? Sell?
Yeah, yeah. I'll give me one
Or sorry,
second.
you want to be the buyer? You want to be the buyer? My bad. Let's reverse roles.
Yeah, I'll be the buyer.
That's what I'm
Um,
at.
yes, sir. All right, let's get started.
Are you ready? Hello.
Hey, is this Jay?
Hey, yeah, this is. How can I help?
Hey, you did a form on my website about possibly wanting to sell your house?
Yeah. I was looking. I put a couple feelers out there. We're interested in selling, so I filled out quite a few forms.
Okay. What is the address?
Yeah, that address is 1245 Main Avenue.
All right, 1245. And how much do you want, JP?
Yeah, we were looking for about 140,000. We think that's probably pretty fair. On the market. It does need a little bit of work done to it. It's about a 15-year-old home, so your regular work's kind of what it needs done.
Okay. It's a 15-year-old home. Can you tell me what you mean by regular work? I mean, new floors, new walls, paint. Is it a smoker? I mean,
What the hell's a smoker? I've heard you say it twice. What is that definition? I'm breaking the script here.
oh, I
Does that
just
mean a
mean,
junk house, or does that mean like it's a smoking deal?
I like it because it's you.
Yeah,
I like it.
I do too. I do too. I just don't know what it means.
it means like, they smoked in there. I'm gonna have to use pills and paint in
Oh,
there.
okay. Like you mean like I got it. I got it. All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Um,
have to get the smell out of there.
got it. Yeah, man. To be honest, I'm a heavy chain smoker, so we got some dirt on them walls, but we need outside of that, it's in good shape. You could probably replace some of the flooring if you really wanted to make it a model home, but I'm living here comfortably, so it's been a pretty good house for us.
Okay, and how much did you want for it again?
I wanted 140,000. I seen it on the Zillow for about 180, so I figured I'd take some money off of that just because like I said, it's about 15 years. We need a little bit of work. Like I said, the carpet's being, it's got some tears in the carpet, but everything's in pretty good shape outside of that. We did replace some of the countertops, but 15-year-old roof, it's probably due for a new one here in the next 10 years or so. So we just kind of I'm calculating in some of the wear and tear we've done living here.
Okay, I think I can let me do some calculating. I think, and I'm not using the actual calculator right now, guys, but
Now
We
you
don't.
good? Just make it up.
Yeah, we don't even
okay,
have.
I think after hearing all your stuff, I mean, I'm gonna say it's a medium update, and it's gonna cost us about between 20 to 25,000 to update it, and I think I can potentially be around between 85 and 95.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I would agree that it's probably about maybe 30K to update, but I kind of took that off. Like I said, the Zillow told me 180, so I kind of already came down to 140. Kind of calculating some of that in there.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think
So, anyway,
I'm
go
being
ahead.
a little.
Now I want to hear what you say. Sorry, I have advice, but
all right. AP, I know you looked at the price on Zillow. It was 180. You already knocked some off. And I'm looking at the house right down the road. It's sold for 55 and it was completely updated. It was in perfect condition and after the update. And so that's really why I was pushing between 85 and 90 because I have to do all those updates. I mean, I maybe can go between, I don't know, 95 and 100, but I mean, what's the lowest you're willing to do?
Yeah, so I
I
mean,
mean,
if I'm
how long
looking
has
at
it
it,
been on the market?
we haven't listed it yet. We just filled out some forms, but yeah, I mean, the lowest I'd probably be willing to go is about 110,000, something like that. That's really our bottom line.
Okay, 110 is your bottom line. Let me look.
Well, man,
I think, all right, JP, I think I mean, we're getting closer. I said I could do it between, 90 and 95. I mean, how low are you willing to go? Or can you meet me in the middle
So I just
and we
say,
can have
uh,
this, if you can meet me in the middle, I'll take care of the closing costs. You won't have to pay any closing costs, and you can have the cash in 20 days.
okay, perfect. So yeah, if you pay the closing costs, I'd be right at 100.
All right, JP, I think that's good enough. I'll get a contract sent over to you, and it does the contract. I'll send it over to you. I'll go over it with you. It does expire in 1 day, so I'll email it over to you.
All
all
right,
right.
all right.
Thanks, Paul. All right, next steps. This is perfect, y'all. Y'all are gonna be some monsters. All right. So it does expire in a day. Love it that you said that. Also, I'm gonna call you back once it's done. We're gonna go over it together. Once we both sign it, we're gonna send it to the title company. They're gonna do their search. I'm gonna go ahead and line up my inspections. What's a good day for me to come inspect the property? A good day and time. They're gonna be like anytime, whatever. Okay. You know, um, anyway, I want you to explain process.
All right. Hey guys, I'm gonna have to hop off here. I appreciate y'all's time.
That's cool. I gotta go too. I got an offer on my Novation. Woo.
I'm ready. Let's do it. All right, we'll catch y'all
Let's
on
get
later.
it. All right,
Later.
we'll see y'all. All right, thank you.